Yeah, so this is going to probably end up being like a month off the internet, it's looking like. Um, yeah. Uh, I'm, it is what it is. We'll see what happens. Anyway, the thing that I started thinking about was I've been actually starting to read more, so that you see there is the scales come back into balance. But one of the key things is that I've been watching, just certain videos will be popping up. I'm kind of surprised about it. I'm like, wow, this is actually a really good point this person's made. And one guy, I reposted it on YouTube, the philosophy guy, real book nerd guy like me, and he was just talking about something that it came down to at a certain point, like one of the things that we keep seeing about like the metaphysics of the left is that they'll paint themselves into a corner in a lot of debates, and that it's actually best to do this, to paint them into the corner that it's like, well, your metaphysics don't agree with what is quite obviously moral. And you just have to figure out how to get them to paint themselves in. So at some point they're realizing, wait a second, but if I say this, if I agree with this, well, then I'm violating the ideas of the left. And you see, where Republicans rely on, they're arguing from principle. So it doesn't mean that I have to like the outcome. I just have to observe what's going on and say, it seems these are the principles that are going on here, and then my morality's set. I have my kind of moral rules that I have to operate by in relationship. I have to see the world that way, though. And it was just really great how he was pointing out, they got to the point where they've unraveled so much about the world that then they get to this stage that there's things that because they don't like the outcome, they can't agree to the actual, like, how does that even happen? How do you even get, there they are again. It's the duckies, just hanging out. That is so funny. I wonder what the deal is with that. Yeah, day after day, they're just hanging out there in that parking lot. Whatever. And so anyway, so I was just thinking about this, where I was like, yeah, this is now the stage at which this is going to be more and more and more evident. And because now, especially, that the left is starting to divide along its very strict lines of who's a leftist in society. There's not even people humoring a lot of the arguments from the left anymore. So it's getting now to be these people who it's like, okay, so walk me through the logic of this, and they're not going to be able to. It's going to be really clear, like, well, no, I just can't ever think you're correct, Mr. Person who disagrees with me. And that's it. So they're going to turn to what they always turn to, using coercion, deceit, and fraud, coercion, and was it coercion, deceit? Oh, I can't believe I'm forgetting the other one. Yeah, coercion, deceit. Yeah, that's actually what I'm looking for. All right, I'll talk to you guys later.